Hello and welcome to day 334 of Daily Dose of Dutch. I'm standing here still in Harrogate. We just finished the conference, the Business Excellence Forum, these last couple of days, and well, we've seen some amazing speakers. If you've seen my Daily Dose of Dutch, yesterday I did a recap of the learnings yesterday, and today another 4 great speakers. This morning started with Marshall Goldsmith. Such an experienced coach and speaker that was challenging us to think about what we want to improve, what we want to get better at. And sometimes it's the simple things, it's the simple questions that we ask ourselves that have such a big impact on our lives. Then it was Matthew Syed about black box thinking. Do we learn from our mistakes? Do we learn? Do we review? So often on Friday I do this Friday review and say, look back at your week. What could you have done better this week? What can you improve? Then we had Philip Hesketh. Absolutely brilliant. That's where you can see the difference between an author that is speaking and a real professional speaker. Phil is a professional speaker, pure sang. Absolutely brilliant. The way he challenged our thinking, mixed with humor, mixed with stories, just captivating for 1.5 hours. And then closing session today, which is a difficult session, Brett Sugars, that took us through the 20 big mistakes in marketing, and actually 21 is under-deliver, under-promise and over-deliver, which was obviously number 21. So if you look back at the past week, what have you learned? Because if you're a business owner or if you're working in somebody else's business, are you just stuck in a rut? Are you just doing the same thing? Because you know what Einstein's definition of insanity was. I've said it before and I say it again, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So that's why it's so important that we do that review, that we stop, reflect and review and actually learn from what we're doing. So, and I see just some people passing by and waving. They're going back to Essex as well. So do the review, look back in the past week and say, what have you learned? What are you going to do better? What are you going to improve? Maybe it's the books, a book that you read. Maybe it's a video that you watched, a podcast that you listened to. Make sure that you take note of your learnings and then apply them. Because only when you apply the stuff that you learn, that is where you get the results and that is where you get the positive outcomes. So from Harrogate, I wish you a fantastic weekend. Although I'll see you again tomorrow for another Daily Dose of Dutch.